of thing that can happen when urbex just decides to go. There is still some stuff we might see here, but this is the site we were going to explore. You can see it's all gone. So this was a former Kmart. The loading docks are still in place. It appears, the foundations for the loading docks. I might see a Kmart cart, so it might not be all the way bust, but like still it is disappointing to see that the place that we came to is all gone pretty much. But yeah, it's actually not a total bust. We do have loading docks in place here. This is where the trucks would back in for loading stuff into the building. That is some red of Kmart. I wonder if... I imagine this was from Kmart, from when it was here. Pizza Ranch, not Kmart. This might not be a total bust after all, even though the building's gone. I mean, since we get to step on the floor on the far side, looking for a delivery or something there. If you got the reference, I commend you. So you've got this here, which would have also been loading docks, probably, with the concrete. This would have been outside the building. You have a set of stairs here going up onto the platform up there. And this cart is something that I do take interest in, because this might actually be a Kmart cart. Let's see, shall we? Watch it be an Office Depot cart or something. Moment of truth. I don't see any visible markings of Kmart off the bat. You know, this is what happens when you take a gamble for these explorers. It does sort of look like a Kmart cart, but the fact that it doesn't say Kmart on either side makes me suspicious as to this actually being a Kmart cart. And Office Depot is the same color as Kmart. Fun fact, Office Depot and Kmart used to own Office Depot, I believe. You can see some paint on the floor here from the Kmart. We've got some tiles still in place. It's basically just the foundation that's still here, but you know, it actually still does make for a cool explore. Oh, and the loading docks are over here, excuse me, for what I said earlier. Even when you drive 30 minutes hoping for a Kmart, like, I mean, I imagine this might be K Cafe. When you drive 30 minutes hoping for a Kmart and you get a demolished building like this, it can be a bit of a bummer, but, you know, this is a different kind of cool. Just looking at this. I'll go down into the lower area of the loading dock in a minute here. Those go into the foundation. Nope. We'll go ahead and use the stairs as they were originally intended to be used. You've got some pipe work from the building. And look, definitely built for trucks to be able to back into here and offload their merch. Oh, hey, Slackin' Packin'. Yeah, this place is demolished, but there are still some cool things to see here for sure. And thanks for the info on there being a Toys R Us nearby. I wonder, that's a Hilton card. I was gonna say, if there's a Kmart gift card, that's something I'll keep as a souvenir. But yeah, thanks for the info on there being a Toys R Us nearby. I will be checking that out. And we're gonna go up these stairs again onto the floor of the store. Got some tiles over here. Looking at some of this, it does seem like people have clearly driven on the floor, and I'm like, you know, there are certain things that make me say I would not recommend that. Here's a different type of tile for sales floor. I mean, it might be disappointing to not have the building here, but it's cool to step on the floor. I'm ironically in Independence because I have a friend who asked for a picture of something. Ooh, look at this mock wood tile here. I imagine that's our garden center over there. Thinking about the layout of a Kmart too. Trying to picture what these tiles are. Got some red that sort of resembles what I might expect of Kmart in the winter there. It's cool to see the floor tiles that are still intact. Imagine this was an entrance here of some kind. And I will, of course, look in the parking lot to see if there's any Kmart signage out there, but we want to have a good look at the floor. There's that cart again. Not necessarily a Kmart cart, but in their later years, they were doing more generic carts. Very well could have been a Kmart cart, but it also, with the red, but it also could have been an Office Depot cart, because there's an Office Depot right there. Not a lot to see here at this part of the store. Definitely having better luck here, though, than at that abandoned Kmart that was an active construction site. And I believe the sign for this one is actually still here. It doesn't say Kmart anymore, but the actual sign itself, I can identify where it was. And here we have the entrance to the store, I believe. That would be over here. Here is where the doors that say hello in the Kmart font would be. That would be your thing for rolling up your cart. Your ramp to make the cart roll up. Here's the Office Depot. Not gonna let strangers get in my live here. You can see there's a FedEx guy taking a break in the parking lot here. It's not far from the interstate. I don't blame him. As long as he's not leaving any of those "sorry we missed you" stickers. I do see a cart in the parking lot. Let's see. Let's see what some of these carts are for. They're all blue. I doubt they're from Kmart. You know, it doesn't hurt to check. Yep, these are just pretty basic Walmart carts. Check in the parking lot to see if I see any sort of Kmart memorabilia. But, like, if you want to visit a Kmart that's sort of in this area, there's one in Kansas City, Kansas, that's on the west side of the city that still has signage. So, like, I mean, I have a video of that one on my channel. I can see there's someone in that car. I'm gonna leave them some space. And that's another Walmart cart. I mean, I don't know if I'd call this urbex an entire bust, but, like, I mean, I wish the building had still been here, obviously. As cool as it was to walk on the floor. These lights definitely date back to the days of Kmart. They're not clearly marked as such, but they certainly do. And we've got a door. What's a door doing? Just sitting there. Yeah, what's a door doing just sitting there? I mean, I imagine people dump these or something, but yeah. It appears at some point there might have been another building back here, or maybe this was a dumpster area. But there are the floor tiles of a building. Would have been a very small building. Don't want to risk too much, but it appears that's a Big Lots cart. And I see a red cart. This one I will take my chances going to. Whoa. To see, do we got ourselves a cart from Kmart? I mean, this looks just like the cart that was up at the store. So, I mean, I think this is pretty definitively. This is. No, it's not. It's a Hy-Vee cart. That's weird. Why would there be Hy-Vee carts out here? Part of me is tempted to take those cylinders, see if they got anything in them. Because, I mean, van lifing, it's something that would be helpful. But ironically, I'd say this is probably the area where we have the best chance to find actual remnants of the Kmart, is on the outskirts of the property like this. Whoa. It's not the safest thing to be doing. Old-time pottery. Yeah, I'm guessing no Kmart carts back here. Legitimately thought there was a chance that we might find some Kmart carts. But seeing that Hy-Vee cart was a Hy-Vee cart, I mean, that pretty definitively tells us that the cart that's on the floor is not a Kmart cart. Especially since Kmart carts that look like that would say Kmart on that side that I showed, and there was no evidence of that. But now I'm probably gonna head back to my car and I'll check out that Toys R Us that we got a shout out to. Because, you know, maybe, like, I mean, we're gonna make sure that we actually get some decent footage out here in Independence, as well as me getting to take that picture for my friend that asked for that. So gonna make sure that we get all of that. It's definitely because of Kmart that those bolts were painted red. Probably the entrance to the garden center. In all honesty, like, this was parking spaces, and like this would have been outdoor garden center. But I don't see anything that says Kmart on it. Like, the only reason I know this was a Kmart was because I saw it on Google Maps as a Kmart permanently closed. And that is how I find a lot of my urbex spots. that I go to, in all honesty, is just looking for Kmarts, looking for Sears, that sort of thing. Wondering what these were. Got these tethered to the ground. This would have been another entrance area. You can see the demolition crews fucked up the sidewalk here. Sure, if I was determined enough, I could find something that said Kmart on it. But the truth is, I'd really rather not be here at night. So, what's this red tape? Asbestos. That's something to be careful about when exploring, that's for sure. QT, Quick Trip. Just leaving my live stream on in case I find something before I get to the car. We do have a pile of stuff here that I will take a look at. Orthopedic crap. Wait a second. Is this a Kmart price tag? I doubt it. I mean, it's the right color, but it probably is more in line with Office Depot than Kmart, and it doesn't say Kmart on it, so even so, it wouldn't have the value of a Kmart price tag. Yeah, that's probably it for this live stream. It's cool to walk on the floor and see See some of the tiles and the loading docks, but there's not much left of this Kmart.